Hey guys, Mewtwo Overkill here. Gonna be giving you guys a quick Orichalcos update. How the deck is now, what I've done, and things that are going to be coming in terms of the challenge as a whole. I went back to an older build for the time being of the deck. In the meantime, just to help keep up with the meta, kind of, because the old build uses ban cards. But in the meantime, I'm going to be making some new support for the deck, and when I get that support printed, I'm going to be able to make an advanced format build that can actually still compete. So without further ado, I'm just going to go through the deck as it is right now, just let you know what's going on. I'm also going to be resetting the soul wall once I get the new support printed, so there's going to be that. Any of you that were on the soul wall previously are now freed. Once I do my new deck once I start the challenge anew and get the new cards printed for the deck. So I'll go into the deck. I'm not gonna go too in depth because this isn't gonna be a permanent build once I get the new support made. And most everything in here is pretty much old hat anyway. So we got the double Kitora, which summons Shinneros, and Shinneros gets Dexia and Aristeros. And then we have the Divine Serpent, the Major He card to the deck. 2 Orichalcos Gygas. Very fun card. It also combos well with another card that I have in this deck at the moment. Slifer the Sky Dragon. Yes, I know it's the red Slifer, but I'm using it as a proxy for the legit one. And this is this deck uses fake cards anyway, so I don't really see a problem with just having a proxy Slifer. 3 Reborn Tengu. This guy went to 3, and I think it's awesome. These Tengus are actually going to somebody once I get the new cards printed. They're not going to be in the deck once the new cards are printed. They're just here to fit the theme of field presence and deck thinning, and just ensuring that I keep a monster on the board. One Tour Guide from the Underworld. I'm sad to see this at 1, but I understand why it's at 1, because Burning Abyss was too broken. And who misses going Tour Guide into Sangan? And like I did say, there is banned stuff in here, but this is only a temporary measure until I get the new support made. So we got Tour Guide Sangan, Mirror Knight Calling, my ritual monster. There's going to be a new ritual spell that goes with this. It's basically Necroz's Mirror for Orichalcos, but it's going to be pretty... Once I get this, I'm going to be really happy once I get my new build made. It's going to be really cool. I think it's finally going to be able to actually compete, because this deck is so old that it just got power creeped to oblivion. The 3 Seals. Again, I'm using the UDE effect again, but I will be taking this out for just the anime effect one that isn't a hand trap once I get the new deck built. Then we have the second layer, third layer, Deuteros and Tritos. And I'm terraforming to search all these field spells. I would put more terraformings in here, but there are other draw and search cards, and I don't like running decks over 40 cards. Double Chosen Destiny. This card's really cool. You know, pay 1,000, search or destroy. And then we have the Orichalcos Eye, which tutors all of my Orichalcos cards. Pot and Graceful. Gotta run that generic draw support. I honestly think Pot of Greed could come back, but that'll be for another video. Then we've got this card of Safe Return. I'm surprised I didn't find out this combo sooner, But Orichalcos Gygus, when he dies and comes back, I can just get free draws off of Safe Return, which is pretty hilarious. So, like, I keep smashing in with Gygus. I can draw at least 2 to 3 cards a turn, which is pretty insane. Then we've got the OP card itself, Nibelung's Treasure. Probably one of the most OP cards ever created in the entire game and anime. Y'all know why it's in here. Gotta run them draw cards, gotta be able to blow up my opponent's field, and then get fresh playable cards to make my move. And you run 2 Dark Holes to use in conjunction with Nibelung's Treasure. I don't use Raigeki in this build, only because in this build, Dark Hole is infinitely better, because all your guys float, pretty much. And then Heavy Storm, this card seriously needs to come back too. But again, that'll be for another video, maybe. But yeah, also, it's a Nibelung's Treasure target, and a very good one at that. And then my only other back row destruction card is Harpy's Feather Duster. And then just more generic brokenness with Monster Reborn. Mischief of the Time Goddess basically gives me another battle phase. Orichalcos Mirror. It's the ritual spell for Mirror Knight. Like I said, they're getting a new ritual spell. It's going to be pretty sweet. For traps, the standard lineup, Bottomless, Torrential, and Compulse. And then instead of Warning, because I pay a lot of life points already, I use Prophecy, which is not as consistent as Warning because I have to guess how big their monster is going to be. But it also has no cost, which is pretty awesome. And plus, instead of just destroying the card, I actually get that card to my hand. So if it's an extra deck monster, it's going to go into my extra deck. And then, speaking of extra deck, we've got a Wind Up Zen Mines, a Ghost Trick Alucard, a Levier the Sea Dragon, a Cowboy, a Levavel Chain, Abyss Dweller, Exciton Knight, Castel, 101, Utopia, and Dark Rebellion Xyz Dragon. That's the extra deck right now. This will change. In fact, this whole entire setup build is going to change because I'm getting a lot of new cards made. It's not going to... Once I get the new cards made, I'm taking all the banned stuff out again. And I think the advanced format build of this deck will finally be able to compete. And like I said, once I get the new deck built, I'm going to do a new deck profile. I'm not going to explain any of the new cards, but I will give a deck profile. And I will also release every soul that's on the wall right now, once the new deck is completed, for a fresh start and a new era of Orichalcos challenges. I'm also going to start, and also instead of just doing the Facebook Walls of Souls, I'm also going to take pictures of the people who have beaten the challenge, and they're going to be put on a Facebook Wall of Fame. So that'll be cool. You can, like, I can have your picture taken, I can put you in a custom card, give it your own effects, and all that stuff, and you'll be on the Hall of Fame for beating the Orichalcos challenge. The Orichalcos challenge has been a fun thing I've been doing over the years. I know it was originally invented by someone else, but I've had a lot of fun with this, and I think MCool40, the inventor of the challenge, I think he actually retired his Orichalcos deck. But anyway, this has been Mewtwo Overkill, giving you a look at things to come. And if you're building an Orichalcos deck, keep capturing those souls, make the Great Leviathan as happy as you possibly can, and just have fun. This has been Mewtwo Overkill. Thanks for watching. Drop those comments and them likes. Maybe click an ad or two while you're at it. And see y'all later. Goodbye.